Gamers have consistently proven that what seems impossible can be achieved with enough determination, creativity, and, at times, pure obsession. Today, we're going to dive into the world of unbelievable accomplishments in gaming, the kinds of things that, when they first happened, left both players and developers scratching their heads in awe. These achievements aren't just examples of talent, they represent the sheer dedication that gamers bring to their craft. Whether it's controlling a game with bizarre setups, solving unsolvable mysteries, or pushing games to their absolute limits, these stories will leave you questioning how any of it was even possible. Let's explore these incredible feats and understand what it really means to be a gamer on a mission. Let's start with something truly bananas, literally. One of the wildest accomplishments in recent gaming history was when a player completed Dark Souls, a notoriously difficult game, using a banana as a controller. Now, if you've played Dark Souls, you know just how punishing it can be. The enemies are relentless, and the bosses are massive, unpredictable, and unforgiving. But what made this feat even more impressive is the fact that this gamer didn't use a traditional controller. Instead, they hooked up actual bananas to a computer, configuring them to act as buttons for the game. Through sheer persistence and a lot of clever rewiring, they not only managed to play the game but also beat some of its toughest bosses. This kind of dedication shows that gamers can think outside the box, or in this case, outside the grocery store, and still come out victorious. Moving on, we have the legendary Super Mario 64 Zero-Star Run. This is a game that, for most people, is all about collecting stars. It's been played by millions, and for years, the idea of completing it without collecting a single star seemed impossible. But one player set out to do exactly that. By mastering precise glitches and understanding the game's mechanics better than even its creators, they were able to navigate the entire game without touching a single star. What's fascinating is how much time went into learning the game's code, figuring out exactly where and how to exploit it, and pulling off the pixel-perfect moves required to make it happen. For years, it was thought that such a feat wasn't just difficult, but flat-out impossible. And yet, here we are, talking about it today as one of the most mind-blowing accomplishments in gaming history. Next up is one of the most chaotic, yet remarkable achievements ever witnessed: Twitch Plays Pokémon. If you weren't around for this, it was one of the most fascinating experiments in the history of gaming. Thousands of people were controlling a single game of Pokémon Red by inputting commands in the chat of a Twitch stream. The result was pure chaos, constant character movement, menu spamming, and, at times, pure frustration. But despite all of this, against all odds, this chaotic collective effort eventually resulted in victory. Players managed to navigate the game, catch Pokémon, and defeat the Elite Four, all while thousands of people were simultaneously inputting commands. It's an achievement not of one gamer but of a whole community, showing that even the most random and uncoordinated group of people can come together to accomplish something seemingly impossible. Let's switch gears and talk about Fez, a game known for its mind-bending puzzles. One of the most famous puzzles in the game, the Monolith Puzzle, baffled players for years. The game's cryptic nature had many thinking that the puzzle might not even be solvable, and even the developer hinted that it might just be an unsolvable mystery. But one incredibly dedicated gamer decided to take on the challenge. Using everything from decoding binary to understanding complex mathematical concepts, this player spent months working through every possible clue the game offered. And finally, they cracked it. The solution required an understanding of dimensional space and abstract thinking that left even the game's most hardcore fans speechless. It was a moment where the community rallied in awe of one player's sheer tenacity and intellect. Of course, no list of impossible gaming feats would be complete without mentioning speedrunning. Specifically, we need to talk about the world of Super Mario Bros. Speedrunning. For years, the world record was considered unbeatable. Every frame, every pixel, every jump had been optimized, and many thought that there was simply no way to go faster. But then, one determined player found a way. Through hours of studying the game and perfecting their technique, they discovered a way to execute a frame-perfect glitch that shaved milliseconds off the world record. Now, milliseconds might not sound like much, but in the world of speedrunning, they make all the difference. This accomplishment proved that, no matter how optimized a record might seem, there's always room for improvement if you're willing to put in the work. But let's not forget about challenges that go beyond just mechanics, challenges that push both physical and mental endurance. One such challenge was the gamer who completed World of Warcraft's most grueling achievement, Insane in the Membrane. This title required an absurd amount of dedication. Players had to grind reputation with some of the most obscure and difficult to please factions in the game. It wasn't just about skill, it was about the time and perseverance it took to complete one of the most exhausting achievements in MMORPG history. This title wasn't just handed out to anyone, you had to work for it, often over the course of weeks or even months. And yet, some players managed to not only complete it but wear the title proudly as a badge of honor. It's a testament to how far gamers will go for the sake of an achievement that many deemed not worth the effort. Now, all of these achievements share a common themed passion, whether it's using unconventional methods, breaking down game mechanics, or testing the limits of human endurance. Gamers have a unique ability to turn the impossible into reality. It's not just about playing the game, it's about mastering it, bending it to your will, and achieving something that no one else has ever done before. These stories prove that gaming isn't just a hobby, it's a way to push boundaries and redefine what's possible. So, what do you think? Which of these feats impressed you the most? Have you ever attempted something in gaming that felt impossible at first? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing gaming content. And who knows, maybe the next impossible feat we talk about will be one of your accomplishments.